Today we're looking at the best triggers in combat. And we're going to start off with one of the most famous, Phage the Untouchable. Don't touch her, she'll kill you. This is a 7-mana 4/4 avatar minion. If we get straight to the part of this card that really matters, whenever Phage deals combat damage to a creature, we destroy that creature. It can't be regenerated. But most importantly, when Phage deals combat damage to a player, that player loses the game. When you see a Phage, you run. You get the hell out of there. All right, next up. Well, that was Phage the Untouchable. Where we got John with 20-eyed Toad. Did I get this thing? 20-eyed Toad? I don't know what this card is. 20-eyed. It doesn't exist. Maybe eyed Toad? Maybe what do we get for toads here when we look up toads? I'm looking for a million-eye toad. There, 20 toad. It's got a lot of toes. Tadpole toes. 4-mana 3/3 frog wizard. Your maximum hand size is 20. Whenever you attack with 2 or more creatures, you put a +1/+1 counter on 20 toad and draw a card. This card is just full of puns. Whenever 20 toad attacks, you win the game if there are 20 or more counters on it, or you have 20 or more cards in hand. So what's the toads? The counters or the cards in hand? Neat card. Okay, we got what was this name change? I'm just there for the lulz. Kalia the Vast. No, is that the card you want to suggest, or is that you? Kalia the Vast is a 4-mana 2/2 flyer, and when Kalia attacks an opponent, you may put an angel, demon, or dragon creature card from your hand onto the battlefield, tapped and attacking that opponent. Elvish Piper, take a back seat. This is Elvish Piper on steroids for the angels, demons, and dragon players. Actually, you know what? I have an old friend that would probably love this card. Oh, this isn't actually an angel. Look, this is a human cleric, but it's pretending to be an angel. I knew someone with an angel deck, but they couldn't, like, cast all the big angels, so they played with all the, Elvish Piper cards. Was it? And that the artifact that also cheated creatures in play. That's just the glue to hold all the casual players together. They would definitely play this card, though. They would splash black, red, and white for it. I don't know either. YouTube is just funky right now. YouTube doesn't know what it's doing. It's choking on its own spit at the moment. Okay, Rated Lex with Tifa. Martial Artist. Yeah, I have nothing to do with this. YouTube screwed up or something. Okay, this is a new card for 4 mana. It's a 4/4 human monk with melee. Whenever this creature attacks, it gets +1/+1 until end of turn. For each opponent you're attacking this combat. Whenever one or more creatures you control with power 7 or greater deal combat damage to a player, untap all creatures you control. And if it's the first combat phase of your turn, oh, guess what? You get another combat. Congratulations, Tifa. It's a party when you're here. We get to do double strike. We all get double strike, effectively. Christopher B with Balefire Dragon. Balefire Dragon is a 7-mana 6/6 flyer, and when it deals combat damage to a player, it deals that much damage to each creature that player controls. Oh no! I would hate that card. Don't wipe my board. It's like Banefire on a dragon. It's like the ultimate Searing Blaze. Okay, I get hit for 6, and it deals 6 to everything else. It's awful, awful. A brutal card to play against. Kagan. Wolfgar of Icewind Dale. Wolfgar of Icewind. Loves the show, you think. All right. You know that this face looks like someone at the local game store or something. You know what I mean? Like, it's like depicting someone from the Magic the Gathering community. Anyway, 5-mana 4/4 human barbarian. This is like somehow a little too clean. A little too clean. Also has melee, and if a creature you control attacking would cause a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. Oh my god, Wolfgar plus Tifa. It's made together. They'll take over the world. It's supreme danger. Islarf. Adeline. Resplendent Cathar is just so good and a favorite classic of mine. Top 10 EDH card for really. This is also a pretty good card in Pioneer for the humans deck. 3 mana, star 4, power and toughness. Human Knight, vigilance. Its power is equal to the number of creatures you control, but whenever you attack, for each opponent, create a 1/1 white human creature token that's tapped and attacking. That player or planeswalker they control. So it gets bigger for each creature that's attacking. It does scale out of control in Commander because you've got 3 opponents. That's buffing its power by 3 every single turn. Unbelievable. Wolfgar looks like he's going to say, he is saying, like, how you doing? Come on down, sit down for a game. I've got all day. You need a drink? I'll go get one for you. We've got Aeoli with Ancient Copper Dragon. Just goes to show I can't remember everybody's name anymore when I don't see the actual name. I recognize the avatars. Ancient Copper Dragon is a 6 mana 6/5 Elder Dragon with flying. Most dragons... Did that one dragon have... No, that last dragon had flying. Some of them don't. When Ancient Copper Dragon deals combat damage to a player, roll a d20 and you create a number of treasure tokens equal to the result. So no matter what you get, I mean, you'd have to be really unlucky to get 5 or less. But even then, 5 extra mana a turn, don't spend it all at once. Next up, we've got David with Rampant, another frog, Frongantua. Frog's love triggered abilities in combat. 3 mana for a 3/3 frog, trample. Gets +10/+10 for each player who has lost the game. What? What? Is that like just a static ability? Okay, like one person's gone, so this thing gets outrageous. When Rampant Frogantua deals combat damage to a player, you may mill that many cards. Put any number of land cards from among them onto the battlefield tab. Oh my god! This is a commander card. It looks like, this looks like a card... The problem, okay, it looks like a card that would, like, get out of control in a regular one-on-one game, but the problem is you'll never get the +10/+10 in those games, unfortunately. Indiana Jones with a favorite of mine, Elder Gargaroth. Even though I don't play green much, I was very impressed with this card. It's a 5 mana 6/6, Vigilance, Reach, Trample, and when it attacks or blocks, all right, and remember, it has Vigilance, so you're going to get the trigger on attacking, you're going to get the trigger on blocking. You choose one. You get a 3/3 beast. You can gain 3 life, or you draw a card. I mean, it's a ton of value. It might as well be like, it's like a green command card, and you get to choose 2 modes almost every single turn. I mean, it requires a little bit of assistance from your opponents to attack you, but still. Lewis with Ilharg, the Raiseboar. This is the double trigger attacking creature, right? 5 mana 6/6 trample. Whenever it attacks, you can when it attacks, you can put a creature card from your hand on the battlefield tapped and attacking. Return the creature back to your hand at the next end step. And when it dies or is put into exile from the battlefield, put it into its owner's library 3rd from the top. Oh, I totally forgot what this card does. It just puts other creatures on the battlefield. Might put a Tifa in play. And then things are going to... Tifa's in the house. Things will scale out of control. Oh my god, Master of Cruelties. It's very cruel. It's very cruel if it gets too close. This is a 5 mana 1/4, First Strike and Death Touch. Master of Cruelties can only attack alone, and when Master of Cruelties attacks a player and it isn't blocked, that player's life total becomes 1. Master of Cruelties assigns no combat damage this turn. My job is done. You're at 1. Someone else finish them off. Look at all the work I did. They went from 4 to 1. Next up, we got Jeff with Helm of the Host. Helm of the Host, 4 mana. At the beginning of combat on your turn, create a token. That's a copy of equipped creature, except the token isn't legendary and it has haste. You can also equip for 5. Very popular card. Actually, this probably should be like the thumbnail of the show. Very, very popular card for exactly that reason. Sheelan. It's popular and has power. Oops, I'm looking up Sheelan. No, we're looking up Aurelia, the War Leader. Is this card fallen off, or is this still... No, this looks like it's still a popular card. This has been around for a very long time, too. 6 mana, 3/4 Angel with haste, flying and vigilance. And whenever Aurelia attacks for the first time each turn, untap all creatures you control. And after this phase, there's an additional combat phase. Everyone, who doesn't like 2 attack steps every turn? Can't you blink it, too? So when you attack, you get the trigger, blink this thing, and get more attacks? That's like taking an extra turn. I guess the only difference is, I mean, this card will kill you. And if it kills you, it doesn't feel so bad. It's like, okay, another untap step. Draw. All right, play land drop for a turn. Do I attack? Okay, attack. Take an extra... Time warp. Take an extra turn. The rhythm is just all different. Oh, someone still uses Aurelia around here. I'm just there for the lulz. Where the hell do these names come from? Aurelia plus Helm of the... Ooh, you're right. It works all the same. Okay, Magnum Opus. Gold. Nemesis of Reason. A 5 mana 3/7 Leviathan Horror. Whenever Nemesis of Reason attacks, defending player mills 10 cards. I guess for the mill players, they like this card. Isn't there another card that, or isn't there another card? It's like a 10/10 or something like that. But when it deals damage, it mills that many cards instead. Something like that. I think it's probably better than this card because I think that card is like much bigger. It's bigger. It's triple blue. It's basically the same thing. Beam Brule. Arraybo. Roar of the World. 5 mana 5/5 cat avatar with Eminence. Ugh. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if a Arraybo is in the command zone or on the battlefield, another target cat you control gets +3/+3 until end of turn. Ah, it's for the cats. It's the cat lord, basically. Whenever another cat you control attacks, you can also pay 3 mana. And if you do, it gains trample and gets +X/+X until end of turn, where X is its power. Why don't we have something like this for Merfolk? This card just singularly says, okay, all your puny, pathetic cats, they're now monsters now. They're bombs. Everything has to be respected. The 10/1 crab from Dusk. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The 10/1 crab. Hexanort. Ken Burning Brawler. This is a promo. 3 mana 4/2 human warrior with prowess. And for red or a white, Ken gains first strike until end of turn. Sure, you can. Whenever Ken deals combat damage, you may cast a sorcery spell from your hand with mana value less than or equal to that damage without paying its mana cost. I don't know why, but I think I'm looking at this Ken like it's the... This is the Street Fighter Ken, right? But the first thing that came to my mind was the Ken from Barbie. You know, we're going to so many different universes these days. That was just the first thing that popped up in my mind. That's all. Anyway, this is basic. So this is like, what's it called? It doesn't put creatures in play. It puts sorceries in play. This is like the it's like the sorcery version of Ilharg in some sense. Will asks, did you look at Shared Animosity yet? Nope. Could be a game-ending card. It could. All these cards are game-ending cards. If you're not doing squat about any of these cards, just letting someone goldfish against you, you're dead. It's a 3 mana enchantment. Whenever a creature you control attacks, it gets +1/+0 until end of turn for each other attacking creature that shares a creature type with it. Oh, maybe for all the this is definitely going to go into all the goblin decks. This works very well. They make a lot of goblins. Or if you're red-green elves, what else could really use this card? Red-green elves, I think they could easily splash this thing. Yeah, something like that. Some of the creature types, they can, you know, they're stronger in numbers. Some of them, they don't get so many large numbers. Like, yeah, Slivers can get like a lot of dudes out, actually. Yeah, Slivers can do that. Wouldn't be too bad in Slivers. 3 goblins mean +9 damage. Exactly. It doesn't take that much to swing with a lot of goblins. Not to mention that they're not vanilla. They got like a bunch of other abilities attached to them. Proto Braid says the Barbie set is coming soon. That's right. Then the Barbie girl song will go up in value too. Bryce with Caesar, the Legion's Emperor. As a 4-mana 4/4 human soldier, whenever you attack, you may sacrifice another creature. When you do, choose 2. Create 2 1/1 red and white soldier creature tokens with haste that are tapped and attacking. Oh my god! My friend Rodney plays this card as his commander. This is this is a very frustrating card. You choose 2 of these abilities. This is like the Gargaroth, except both of them happen during attacking. So you get 2 1/1s with haste. You draw a card and you lose 1 life, which no big deal. And when Caesar deals damage equal to the number of Caesar Legion's Emperor deals damage equal to the number of creature tokens you control to target opponent. So it's basically trample. It's direct damage trample. I think this card is just insane. It's insane. Next up. 3 people, including me, want Caesar, ladies and gentlemen. And from what I understand, this is not even the real Caesar. This is a paid actor Caesar. And not even paid. It's basically working for nothing. It's a voluntary Caesar. Coastal Piracy. From Gillum. This is an interesting one. This is not even the best version of this card. It's a 4-mana enchantment. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to an opponent, you may draw a card. I guess it's the best version in pre-modern, but there's also like Bident of Thassa, which is basically the same. Okay, it's weak to artifacts, but it's got like an extra ability attached to it, where it's the 2 mana creatures your opponents control attack this turn if able. I used to be obsessed with these types of effects. Super, super obsessed. He's LARPing as Caesar. Oh, it's cosplay, huh? Big cosplay. Also, very, very accurate. This cosplay is so good, the guy is paying other people to act around as soldiers. Pretty impressive. Anyone else find it weird that the tokens it makes have haste when they enter attacking? Yeah, it is strange. Yeah, it's redundant, isn't it? Why? They can just be entering the battlefield. It must be a flavor thing. Kano with Medomai the Ageless. This is like one of those. This has to be one of those cards that looks really good on paper, but in practice it sucks. It's a 6-mana 4/4 flyer, and when it deals combat damage to a player, you take an extra turn after this one, and it can't attack during extra turns. In theory, this gets you an extra turn every turn. Like, well, what is it? It's basically just a crappy Aurelia in some capacity, because this thing doesn't even have haste. And so there's no surprise attack. And on top of it, like everyone's gonna gang up on you. Like, you know, you play this extra turn card on the battlefield, and they're all gonna be after you. Extra turns, get him! Go get him! Don't let him get away with it. See, Chaz Brown says Caesar with Helm of the Host is ridiculous. I have no doubt about it. No doubt. Trisaro Krenku. Krenko, King Street Kingpin. What? Oh, this is from War of the Spark? Tin Street Kingpin? Oh, I had no idea. I thought this was somewhere later. Okay, this is a 3-mana 1/2 goblin. When it attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on it, then create that a number of 1/1 red goblin creature tokens equal to Krenko's power. By the way, we don't need Krenko's power to be so big based on the counters. You just buff it up with something else. Jackal Gaming. We did Callie the Vest. Sorry about that. It's been done. We already did her. Oh, you got a backup. The Dragon. I remember very early on in the stream, whenever someone suggested the Dragon, I thought it was literally blue-red dragon. I thought you were talking about the mana symbols. You were referencing some blue-red dragon that I'm not familiar with. But there's literally a card called the Dragon. A 9-mana 10/10 with another Eminence card. As long as the Dragon is in the command zone or on the battlefield, dragon spells cost 1 less to cast. Well, good God, that is very frustrating. Like discounts in the command zone. We might as well just start off with a mana rock. It's like you're starting the game with a mana rock in the command zone, and for every spell you cast. Flying. Whenever 1 or more dragons you control attack, draw that many cards, then you may put a permanent card from your hand onto the battlefield. Not the is it blue red dragon. Yeah, like you know, the dragon. I thought, oh, you're talking about Niv Mizzet or something like that. And I was so confused, and like, you know, everyone was angry at me in a chat, and I had to read the comments after the fact. And it wasn't even one show. I think it was after 3 shows. I was starting to get, what? Like, is there a card called the Dragon? The Dragon? Anyway, it's weird. The Baxter with no card yet. Lightning Army of 1. Is it any relation to 1 with nothing? Lightning is a 3-mana 3/2 human soldier. First strike, trample, and lifelink with stagger. Must be related to swagger. Whenever lightning deals combat damage to a player until your next turn, if a source would deal damage to that player or permanent, oh yeah, it deals double that damage instead. Sorry about that. It's good. It's good value over there. A lot of great value. Just I already softened them up for you. Just have to knock them down. Kagan with the super chat. Thank you very much. Dorothea. Vengeful Victim. Which I'm assuming it's the regular one. There is an alchemy one, which means they errated this thing. So for 2 mana, it's a 4/4. Holy crap. And it has flying? Whenever it attacks or blocks, oh, you have to sacrifice it, but it's got disturb. So that means she will be back in spirit, quite literally. Oh, it turns something. Is this the turn something into a Saint Traft creature? Whenever this creature attacks, create a 4/4 white spirit creature token with flying that's tapped and attacking. Sacrifice that token at the end of combat. If Dorothea Retribution, or is it Dorothea? Would be put into a graveyard from anywhere, exile instead. Phenomenal. Toladak with the no card yet. Terra. Herald of Hope. Well, we're hoping, Terra. This is a 3-mana 3/3 human wizard warrior with trance. At the beginning of combat on your turn, mill 2 cards. Terra gains flying until end of turn. Whenever Terra deals combat damage to a player, you can pay 2. Whenever you do, return target creature card with power 3 or less from your graveyard. Oh, to the battlefield tap. That is absolutely a banger card. Basically, it's a reanimator. Over, and over again. Arrow! With Arna Kennerud. Sounds German. Okay, we have a 5-mana 4/4 human knight, flying lifelink, ward, discard a card. Whenever a modified creature you control attacks, double the number of each kind of counter on it. Then for each non-token permanent attached to it, create a token that's a copy of that permanent attached to that creature. So it's proliferate. It's a long-winded way of saying proliferate. Why don't they just say that? Or is it? This is Modern Horizons 3. What's the difference? Oh, it's only for no, but all creatures are modified. Oh, it's only for, you know, I guess they could say creature proliferate or some crap like that, you know? Only the U is German at most. Well, yeah, but like what other nationality uses the U? Well, maybe there's some other people in that use, like, was it Deutschland? That's what it is, or Deutsch? German, effectively, or some variations of. I'm not an expert in language, but when I see that the double dot, I think German. And yeah, it's double, not just +1. Oh, it doubles. That's the difference. Then we could make something called double proliferate. It's the same stuff. Double creature proliferate. Maybe I'm making this complicated. Maybe I'm making this too. Maybe I'm the complicator here. Okay, it's yeah, it doubles. And next up, let's take a look at Pegman with probably Nikachu's favorite, the one Wander Wine Prophets. No, I don't play this card. I think it's jank. Okay, it's 6 mana 4/4. Champion a Merfolk. A Merfolk that I probably can't afford to champion. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you may sacrifice a Merfolk. Again, I cannot afford to lose my Merfolk. And if you do take an extra turn after this one, it's a good ability, but with great risk comes great reward. We have Henlo here. My opinion, there is a long list of red-white creatures that have combat triggers related to equipment. Super sweet for my Stoneforge Mystic and Cloud Midgar Mercenary deck. Things like draw a card. Oh, let's go look up Cloud. Is that Cloud Midgar Mercenary? Does he have a combat trigger? Or he has just an ETB. Search your library for an equipment card, put it into your hand. As long as it's equipped and if ability of an equipment attached to a trigger. No, unfortunately not a combat trigger. But not congratulations to your deck. Basically, a lot of cards in today's show might go in it. But the important part is the equipment and aura copying. Huh? Where? Here? If an ability of cloud or an equipment attached to it triggers. Oh, so like most equipment might deal damage. Okay, you know what? You sold me. Sold me. Oh, on Arna? I'm getting confused here. But you know what? I think you sold me on Cloud anyway. William with Sentinel. Oh, Sentinel of the Nameless City. I played this in Pioneer. Turns out actually a lot of other decks play this Merfolk in Pioneer. It's so good. 3 mana, 3/4. Big Giat here, all right? Sentinel has the biggest Giat in Pioneer. Vigilance, or at least in the Merfolk village. When it enters the battlefield or attacks, create a map token. Those maps add up, and this thing can go to a 3/4, to a 4/5, to a 5/6. I've never attacked with so much on a Merfolk before. Unbelievable. Now, the previous dude that proliferated it makes copies of equipments and auras. Ah. Okay, thank you very much for clearing that up. Big Squig. Ramses Assassin Lord. We have a 4 mana 4/4 Death Toucher. Other assassins also get +1/+1. Do they need it? Like, don't they like kill upon like dealing damage? Say like whenever a player loses the game, that's like what assassins do, don't they? If they were attacked this turn by an assassin you controlled, you win the game. Oh my god, it's victory is ours. Maybe one shot, one kill. But I thought like assassins, or at least a lot of them say, whenever this thing deals damage to like a player, that player loses the game. There are at least some assassins that do that. Hence the name Assassin. Okay, we got M Nation here. I've got a card. The 7th Doctor. Okay, let's look at the 7th Doctor. How do you do? 5 mana, 3/6 Time Lord Doctor. Whenever the 7th Doctor attacks, choose a card in your hand. Defending player guesses whether that card's mana value is greater than the number of artifacts you control. If they guessed wrong, you may cast it without paying its mana cost. If you don't cast a spell this way, investigate. Isn't this like just jank? Defending player guesses whether... choose a card. We're going to choose... This is very... I don't know how to put it. It feels like a very goblin type of card for the most part. Very goblin-like. It's like, okay, what's in my hand? How many objects am I holding? You know what I mean? Anyway, we're going to look at more of the greatest combat triggers. But we got to thank our sponsors today, FusionGamingOnline.com. Where do you think you're going to get these combat triggers? Cards. Get them at Fusion. Oh, by the way, the Fusion Open is coming August 30th to 31st. There's going to be Modern, Standard, and Commander, amongst, limited events if you want to participate. And don't forget to get your Edge of Eternities cards. Final Fantasy. What else do we got here? These ads, they move too quickly. Edge of Eternities and more. And don't forget, when you're purchasing cards at FusionGamingOnline.com, I would so like to help you. Get a 5% discount when you use coupon code Nikachu at checkout to save yourself 5%. And also supports the channel. We're also going to thank Mana Traders, the premier place to rent Magic cards online for Magic Online. You know, are you sick of Arena, or how they just eat up your money and then the cards aren't even good in Standard anymore? You don't even want to play Historic or those other eternal formats. You take a step across the street to Magic Online, where they also have Standard, but you can rent the cards with Mana Traders, and when they cycle out of the format, you can just rent the new ones. You can support the channel using my Mana Traders link in the description below, or save 40% cash back on your 3rd month subscription using coupon code Nikachu_JTD. And back to combat trigger cards. Adam with Bolden Sentry Herdmaster. This is a 6-mana 0/4 human warrior. During your turn, each creature assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. Whenever Bolden attacks, up to 100 target creatures? What the hell is that? Each get +0/+X? Oh, it doesn't buff the power. Until end of turn, where X is the number of cards in your hand. Coffee Crew. This plus Doran, it's unbeatable. It's unbeatable. Looks just like this guy looks like me. I don't have a beard. How do I gotta look? I don't know. I don't have the beard. If I had a beard, maybe. Maybe. I also think this guy's a little bit more buff than me, in my opinion. It's actually, this creature is incredibly, look, 0 power, 0. This guy could crush my skull. This thing's getting outclassed by squirrels for crying out loud. I can vaguely see it. I mean, yeah, maybe from far away, you know, if we squint hard enough, yeah, we could see this thing. Now you replace your thumbnail fix. Oh yeah, with this guy. This guy can take my my spot. Yeah, I'm like a 1/1. I can deal more damage than the Bolden Sentry Herdmaster. Even in addition to the herd of buffalo that this guy's riding on. Yeah, only 100 targets. Can you target the same thing twice? Oh, maybe not. It says up to 100 target creatures. Oh my god. Yeah, if it targeted 100 times, it would just break Magic Online or Arena. It'd be just awful. David Sampson with Lord of the Void. 7 mana, 7/7 flyer. Deal combat damage to player. Exile the top 7 cards of that player's library, and you basically show and tell it directly into play. It's yours now. This is the real bribery. Forget the blue bribery. This card works better. Plus, it deals a lot of damage. Dude looks more like Marcus from Borderlands. Not familiar, unfortunately. Stormy Cat, the Dream Trawler. Dream Trawler is a 6-mana 3/5 Sphinx, flying lifelink. Whenever you draw a card, Dream Trawler gets +1/+0 until end of turn. Whenever Dream Trawler attacks, draw a card. Discard a card. Dream Trawler gains hexproof until end of turn. Tap it. This actually dominated Standard at one point, and it's a little bit of play in Pioneer until it got power crept out. But it was there for a second. It was like just a very good win condition. It's cost 6 mana, but like when I enter the battlefield, it was like, oh my god. If you're the aggro deck, you're like, oh no, the bane of my early days in MTG. Exactly. So if anyone played like any sort of aggro deck versus control, you're like, okay, I'm almost close to winning. Then they just slam down this Dream Trawler. And then like you realize, oh, this lifelink is just gonna do you in, and there's just nothing you can do about it. Just discard a card and protect it. Next up, we got Roll Tapia with Zopendrel Hunger Dominus. This is a 7-mana 4/6 Phyrexian Horror with Reach. At the beginning of each combat, double the power and toughness of each creature you control until end of turn. And then for 2 Phyrexian mana, sacrifice 2 other creatures, put an indestructible counter on your Zopendrel Hunger Dominus. This is basically 4 mana. 4 life. 4 life, and sacking 2 creatures, we can be indestructible. The Binding Angel from Raphael. Isn't there a Blinding Angel? Or is that... I think you're talking about Blinding Angel. Fortunately, I know about this card, and I'll tell you why. It's because of my friend with the Angel deck. They played this card. Yeah, this is a sick card for a combat trigger. 5 mana, 2/4 flyer. When it deals combat damage to a player, that player skips their next combat step. Some people play Angels so that they can have 2 combat steps. Some people play Angels so that people have no combat step. This is the Scrooge of... This is the Scrooge who stole Christmas from people. You get nothing. And they're going to have to meet the 3 ghosts of Magic's past. Does Blight still Colossus count? No, that's Infect. I would not count that. Does Righteous Cause count? Righteous Cause. It's an enchantment. Whenever a creature attacks, you gain 1 life. I'll count it. And who doesn't like a lot of life? Oh, this is brutal. Okay, we have Matty Matson with Archon of Cruelty, and is very cruel. Usually it doesn't. Honestly, it usually doesn't come down to the combat trigger. It's usually the first trigger people scoop to. 8 mana for a 6/6 flyer. When it enters the battlefield or attacks, target opponent sacks a creature or planeswalker, discards a card, loses 3 life, and you draw a card and you gain 3 life. Yeah, usually this just enters the battlefield, the game's over. Usually. 85% of the time, people already see the writing on the wall. And the other 15% of the time, they, I don't know, they just like to resign when they have no creatures left on the battlefield. The Mad Gamer with Rotten Mouth Viper. Attacks or deals damage. If it's in the combat the combat phase. The combat phase is big for beginning to end. But it's got to be a trigger. Like Infect isn't a trigger, right? I don't think I don't think there's any like combat trigger to Blightsteel Colossus. So Rottenmouth Viper is a 6 mana 6/6. It's a snake. It's a snake. As an additional cost to cast this spell, you can sack any number of non-land permanents. The spell costs 1 less to cast for each permanent sacrificed this way. And whenever it enters or attacks, put a blight counter on it. Then for each blight counter on it, each opponent loses 4 life. Unless that player sacks a non-land permanent or discards a card. That's a lot of life. It's basically smokestack. It's like a weird smokestack. Yeah, it can be whenever a creature attacks, whenever you attack, whenever this creature deals damage, whenever this creature blocks, anything like that. It should start with whenever. See, if we go back to this Righteous Cause, whenever. There we go. Look at this one. Whenever. We got another whenever. Whenever Rotten Mouth. If it doesn't have whenever, you might have a problem. Felicia with Calamity. Galloping Inferno. It's Calamity. I should have saw that coming. Good. Oh, okay. The looks like the horse is dead with the this person, because otherwise it was like, oh my god, the poor horse. There's a damn burning man on top of it, taking it down with him. This is a 6 mana 4/6 horse mount. I think it's weird to have a mount as a creature type, but whatever. Haste, and when it attacks, while saddled, choose a non-legendary creature that's saddled at this turn and create a tapped and attacking token. That's a copy of it. Sacrifice that token at the beginning of the next end step. Repeat this process only once. Oh, they're trying to. Hey, does it count? Can we get around it with blinking it? Does that work? Can we or not? Copy, sacrifice that token at the beginning of. Or I guess there's no way to blink it and make good use of it. I was like, wow, they're trying to fix up all the loopholes here. Extermination, we did that one. We did the razor boar. Sorry about that. We did that one already. Oh, the big squid with permeating mass. I think this is a super slept on card. I don't even think most people know this card exists. It's one of the ultimate defenders, though. It's a green 1/3 spirit. When it deals combat damage to a creature, that creature becomes a copy of permeating mass. I think it's a fantastic card. So if you're having trouble against some gigantic creature, just block with permeating mass. Okay, maybe it's something tramples over, but then you don't have to deal with it anymore. It becomes a 1/3/2. In fact, if you attack into their permeating mass and they block, then you get your permeating mass back. We got Connor Sight Bowen with whenever you attack with one or more insects with Verestin Menoptera Leader, a 3 mana X/0/0 alien insect scout flying. Verestin enters with X +1/+1 counters. When Verestin enters the battlefield, create X 1/1 green and white alien insect creature tokens with flying. Now, whenever you attack, with one or more of those insects. Put a +1/+1 counter on each of them. Imagine combining this with the infect insects. They could use a little buff, actually. Infect is not doing so well. I don't know where Infect stands in Commander, but it's standing. It's just dead. It's dead in competitive Magic. It's just gone. I don't think there's one Infect deck between Modern and Legacy and Vintage. My super chat. You had a super chat. You're the binding. Another person. Did I get to you, or did you both name Binding Angel? Okay, we're gonna do the other one. My next card is Rakdos the Defiler. What the hell's up with the people thinking this is is it like a meme? Is this a meme that I don't know about? Like Sudoku? Okay, this is a 6-mana 7/6 demon, flying trample. When it attacks, sacrifice half the non-demon permanents you control rounded up. Whenever Rakdos deals combat damage to a player, that player sacrifices half the non-demon permanents they control rounded up. Half? And they're not even gonna have any they're not gonna have any demons. Well, this is very bad. This would be very bad in the demon mirror, that's for sure. They won't sack anything. Okay, next up we've got Extermination with Holden My Groin. This sounds like one of those Moe's Tavern phone pranks. Yeah, I'm looking for Holden My Groin. Yeah, I think I got. I knew it. I knew it. It's been a long time since anyone tried to do this. I'm getting trolled over here. John's like, I appreciate you. You're welcome. I'm here for your entertainment. Next up, we've got Michael with Hypnotic Spectre. You know, I knew it from a mile away, but I had to give you the benefit of the doubt. There are some cards out there, they got stupid names. I have to give the benefit of the doubt. Okay, this is Hypnotic Spectre, the 3-mana 2/2 flyer. When it deals combat damage to a player, that player discards a card completely at random. So the most important thing versus Hypnotic Spectre decks, empty your hand, become landless, and then it has no power. Then it's just a 2/2 creature that does nothing. Bryce says, I play Infect in Pauper, and I'm EDH, just not as good in EDH. Oh, how is Infect doing in Pauper? I totally forgot that that's legal. In fact, they banned Invigorate for... I think they banned Invigorate for that. Thanks for keeping... Yeah, I totally forgot Pauper. Yeah, that's the thing. Let's end with Salvation Engine. Play one with nothing versus Hypnotic Spectre. Yeah, that's the boss move. Like, they play Hypnotic Spectre. Oh, yeah? Well, unfortunately for you, I don't even have a hand. One with nothing. Then what do you do? Salvation Engine is a 5-mana 6/10 vehicle. The other artifact creatures get +2/+2. Wow. Big lord. When this vehicle attacks, return up to 1 target artifact card from your graveyard to the battlefield. We can reanimate... Can't get Blightsteel Colossus, because that will shuffle back in the deck. Bolus's Citadel? I guess? Guess that's how you do it? Steve Cooper says, Infect is okay at getting one guy at a time in EDH, but against 3 people, it's hard mode, obviously. Ah, yeah, it's the classic. I guess it's like such an evil deck to play in EDH. Because, yeah, you have enough to get rid of one... You have enough to kill one person. And they will feel so offended. They'll feel... unbelievably offended. I guess, you know, if I were to think of a strategy with Infect, just don't attack anybody. And if anyone and you just tell everyone, if you attack me, I kill you in one shot. That's just how it's going to be. You got to leave me to be the last person and let everyone else fight it amongst themselves. And they'll never want to be enemies with you. And remember, if they attack you, you have to kill them, because you got to send the message. Bryce with Sledge. What is it? Sledge? Sias? What is this? Sledge Case? Seed Ship? Sledge Class. You know, this is becoming a game for me. No one's typing the cards properly anymore. You guys used to have like 10 out of 10 spelling, and it's not even a race most of the time. I'm gonna get to you, especially if you have no card yet. This is a 3-mana 4/5 spacecraft with station, flying. Whenever this spacecraft attacks, you may put a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. This seems like a very clunky, what's it called? Very clunky Elvish Piper. It's a lot of work. Jeff says, the reason why Infect is hated in EDH is because you start with 40 life, but you end up losing with just 10 Infect damage. Ah, that's magic, folks. That's magic. It's not hard to copy and paste. Well, it depends. Depends where they are. Let's get... Who has... Now, everyone's coming out with the no 2 cards yet. Anyone with no card at all? I don't know if Marcio got a card. Angel of Destiny. Oh, this card with the fried eyes. Okay, this is a 5-mana 2/6 flying double striker. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you and that player each gain that much life. And at the beginning of your end step, if you have at least 15 or more life than your starting life total, each player Angel of Destiny attacked this turn loses the game. Which means we win the game. Effectively. Tresario with the second card. Mardu Siege Breaker. Siege Breaker. 4-mana 4/4. Human Warrior. Death Touch and Haste. When this creature enters, exile up to one other target creature you control until this creature leaves the battlefield. So we're just going to leave that snack for later, I guess. Whenever this creature attacks, for each opponent, create a tap a token. That's a copy of the exiled card attacking that opponent. At the beginning of your end step, sacrifice those tokens. What a funny card. You have to put a bomb in play, but you do have haste, so you get to use it immediately. You like this card, huh, Arrow? Huge fan. I run a lot of Proliferate in my Infect deck to bump up the Doomsday Clock, but eventually becomes a 1 versus 1. I lose 50. Really? Interesting. Frequently Biggs. Arabella, the Abandoned Doll. 2-mana 1/3. When it attacks, it deals X damage to each opponent, and you gain X life, where X is the number of creatures you control with 2 or less power. Well, thanks to this card, this turns a bunch of random dinky garbage into a lot of life and a lot of damage. Phyrexian Obliterator doesn't have any combat stuff. I know what Phyrexian Obliterator does. I think it's just like whenever any source, any time deals damage to it, you have to sack permanents. So I mean, also in theory, if Phyrexian Obliterator attacks and no one blocks, it does nothing. Voltland with Godsend. Is that the sword? Is that the equipment? It is! 3-mana equipment. They get +3/+3. And whenever the equipped creature blocks or becomes blocked by one or more creatures, you may exile one of those creatures. Haha! And opponents can't cast cards with the same name as cards exiled with Godsend. Also equipped for 3. Next. Oh no! Winota! Oh my god, from Epic Nate. Look, the card got errated in online. That's how broken this card is. Banned in Pioneer. Would be banned in Historic, but they errated her. This is a 4-mana 4/4. Whenever a non-human creature you control attacks, look at the top 6 cards of your library for each human. And then you can put a human creature card from among them onto the battlefield, tapped and attacking. It gains indestructible until end of turn. Put the rest of the cards on the bottom of your library in a random order. Actually, this is funny. This is like, it's almost like the creatures calling the humans for help, when I think usually it would be the opposite way around. Yeah, and it's also CEDH card. How could I forget that? Oh, we found the Winota. I found the Winota player. That they always say, oh, that the card doesn't need to be banned, says the people playing with the cards at the moment. They'll defend the cards with their life, basically. Stormy Cat. Najila the Blade Blossom. This is 3 mana for a 3/2 human warrior. And when she attacks, you may have its controller create a 1/1 white warrior creature token that's tapped and attacking. And for Wooburg, untap all attacking creatures. They gain trample, lifelink, and haste until end of turn. After this phase, there is an additional combat phase. Activate this ability only during combat. We got a super chat here from Extermination. Sorry about the joke. The hole in my groin. Cheers, you're welcome. No, it's been a while. I want to say it's been like 3 years since someone pulled that. It's been a while. And you know what? It was very tasteful, I have to say. It was very tasteful. It could have been a lot worse. We're going to donate that super chat to David Sampson, a harnessed snub horn. So we have a 4 mana 2/5 dinosaur. I've never heard of this card. How is this one of the best? Vigilance. When it deals combat damage to a player, return target artifact or enchantment card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Well, I mean, to be honest, the trigger is actually strong. It is really good. I just don't know how we get it. I just don't know how we get the job done. And it's like 4 mana for a 2/5. But this is best combat triggers, not necessarily the card itself. It's very strong, very powerful. You're not referencing the harness snubhorn, are you? I hope not. Hexenor. We got Gwenom. Nom 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 nom. What the hell is this? Is this it? Gwenom Remorseless. Okay, get this. Somehow someone, I don't know, maybe used AI to read this thing and then can maybe spit this thing out. I can't read anything. Can anyone read this? A Death Touch lifelink. Whenever Gwenom attacks, that's it. I'm done. I can't get any further than that. That's awful. Whenever it attacks, until end of turn, you may look at the top card of your library anytime, and you may play cards from the top of your library. If you cast a spell this way, pay life equal to its mana value rather than its mana cost. This is like some sort of crazy level 100 pattern recognition test for the deepest of all Magic the Gathering players. Like, if you can read this, you play too much. You gotta walk away from the game a little bit. You gotta take up a second hobby. It's blurry. It's from the blurry secret lair, I imagine. Anyway, yeah, it's 100. Yeah, 128p card. 128. It looks like I printed it out on the inkjet printer. No, it's worse than that. It's like, and you have and your printer's broken. This card is a Rorschach test. Well, it's not quite what I want to read, right? Okay, next up, let's get... Oh, we have a super chat here from Marcio. Thank you very much for your super chat. Caesar, we did it. We did Caesar. It's a great card. It's broken, arguably, but anyway, sorry. Well, you have to give us another one. Marcio, if you have another card, I will absolutely look at it. Until then, I like the 16-bit spoiler card. That's how they should spoil cards. It's like really blurry, as if stolen or something. Or you want to donate it? Okay, we can dono. We'll give it to Jeff. Jeff, you got to thank Marcio for this one. Codus, the Fang Keeper. Four mana, 2/1. Indestructible, though. When Codus deals combat damage to a player, exile the top X cards of their library, where X is the amount of damage dealt. You may cast any number of spells with mana value X or less from among them without paying their mana cost. So the greater the damage, the greater the chance. This is like that. What's it? That demon, right? That dealt a bunch of damage. You look at the top X, like the top 7 cards of their library, but in this case, it's equal to the amount of damage we're dealing to the opponent. And also, it looks like we can play any card, not even just creatures. This is fantastic. Benjamin Berkey with Hissing Miasma. The hell is that? 3-mana enchantment. Whenever a creature attacks you, its controller loses 1 life. Good enough. I don't know if these are the best. Well, I guess it's got its place like against token strategies. Dr. Nemo with Gizhath, Sun's Avatar. Oh, it's a dragon. 8 mana, 7/6. It's Vigilance, Trample, and Haste. When it deals combat damage to a player, reveal that many cards from the top of your library. Put any number of dinosaur creature cards from among them onto the battlefield and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. We're putting dinos on the battlefield, people. Welcome to Jurassic Park. Imagine, I don't know, imagine Ixalan, like... I don't know how to put it. Like, researchers go to Ixalan and they like tell all the inhabitants, like, you're on an island. You're on an island where we engineered these damn dinosaurs. Spare no expense, by the way. Spare no expense. Oh, did I say dragon? I meant a dinosaur. It's a dino. It's a dino. It's a Jurassic Park dino. Who has no 2 card? Okay, I'm gonna go to the no 2 card yet, people. Ryonya Fire Dancer. This is okay. Ryonya Fire Dancer, 5 mana for a 3/4 human wizard. At the beginning of combat on your turn, create X tokens that are copies of another target creature you control, where X is 1 plus the number of instant and sorcery spells you've cast this turn. They gain haste. Exile them at the beginning of the next end step. We're making tokens, people. All right, they might be temporary, but they're going to deal damage. Let's get... Do you know what? Funny enough, we have not done Jumbo Cactuar. Oh, has anyone not heard of Jumbo Cactuar? Oops, I didn't write this one right. For anyone that's just joining Magic the Gathering, it does have an interesting combat trick. Whenever this creature attacks, it gets a bazillion it gets a bazillion power, more power than anything else in Magic the Gathering, with a defined number, that is. Okay, do Dustin's suggestion. Where's Dustin? Dustin. No card yet. Are any of the Titans? Oh, all the Titans. I would say, well, obviously Primeval Titan is the most powerful one. But if we go to the second one, I think Sun Titan is quite, maybe not underrated, but accurately rated. 6 mana, 6/6 with Vigilance. So when it enters or attacks, you may return target permanent card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. That could be a creature, artifact, enchantment. It could be anything. Could be a land, right? Return target permanent. Yeah, it could be a land too. It's ramp. It's a very strange ramp spell, but it's ramp. I thought I was going for the enchantment. Really, I just needed that fetch land. We did Caesar. We did. The Caesar count is at 3 yet now. The Caesar count is at 3. Golden Argosy with Arrow from Arrow. It's a boat. No, it's a vehicle. Is it flying? I can't tell. It looks like it's flying. It's a 4 mana 3/6 vehicle. When it attacks, exile each creature that crewed it this turn. Return them to the battlefield tapped under their owner's control at the beginning of the next end step, and you crew for 1. But it doesn't fly. It's a flavor fail. I don't know what you get. The art is very not fitting. The art doesn't make any sense. This is clearly flying off the sea. It's not in the sea. Okay? It's taking flight. Caesar is definitely a popular boy of the stream. Probably a very popular commander. How much does he cost? Caesar. Let's go back. Let's look at Caesar's cost. Caesar. Not that much. $5. Sorry, Caesar. You're not as big as I thought you were. I thought you were a bigger card. It's like the ship got pasted on the background. Could be. But they had to have, like, that had to have been done on purpose. But then, like, why doesn't the ship have, like, flying? And what's wrong with that? A 4-mana 3/6 flyer that you crew for 1? Big deal. Okay, Connor. Feral Hydra. I bought him for 30 cents before he spiked for some reason. Oh, wow. No one believed. No one believed in the beginning. Okay, this is a green X creature. Enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters on it. And for 3 mana, put a +1/+1 counter on your Feral Hydra. Any player may activate this ability. Oh, it's disqualified. No combat trigger. It has to be a trigger at combat. This is an ability that can be played anytime. And this is an ETB, so that gets disqualified. We cannot end the show on this card. It's illegal! Let's... Who are we going to give the last card to? Okay, I'm going to close my eyes. You all deserve it. I don't know where this is going to go. Okay, what is this? That was not the card. That was not a card. All right, we're gonna get something random, Coffee Crew. Its ability is left. I keep hitting cards that are not cards. What is going on here? Okay, it's random. Did I hit Christopher B 3 times? Finest hour. The finest of hours is a 5-mana enchantment with Exalted. Whenever a creature you control attacks alone, if it's the first combat phase of the turn, untap that creature. After this phase, there is an additional combat phase. Give that to all the Infect decks out there. Perfect colors for Infect as well. All right, my Coffee Crew. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the show. We do this weekdays, 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Please be there. And so will I. And of course, thanks to everyone who supports the show. If you're a patron on Patreon, a member on YouTube, or you super chat to be part of the show, or even super chat so other people are part of the show. And of course, thank you very much, everyone, for being here today. People like John. We got Soma, Kano, Tresaru. We got Aoli, Steve Cooper, Little Deadfly, Benjamin Berkey, Christopher B. Got Tresaru again, Connor. The Mad Gamer, Hexanort, the Big Squig. We also got John, David Sampson, The Extermination, Dr. Nemo, Jeff. I think I got Yarrow. All right, we got everyone and many more. So as usual, my Coffee Crew, keep brewing those coffees, and we're gonna keep brewing up the magic. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you at the next cup.